So starting off with the first song, Switzerland, their song is Watergun, which is performed by Remo Forrer, who was internally selected by Switzerland.
I don't wanna be a soldier, soldier. I don't wanna have to play with real blood. We are playing now. Can't turn around, no water guns. No, no, I don't wanna be a soldier, soldier. I don't wanna have to play with real blood. Cause we are playing now. Can't turn around, no water guns. Just money bags that we've become.
So starting off, what are your thoughts?
This is they're staying on the same theme, Switzerland, as last year. I feel a solo male singing a wee bit of a downbeat maybe song, not ballad. So I think it's a good song. It's got a call to action. It's not a standout, but he's a really good performer. I feel and he sings the song really well. The song itself, I think, is a good call to action. It's quite good at making the point that it's trying to make a similar theme to do with Ukraine and making that point about war. So I think it does that really well. It's not a standout for me, but I do like him, and I think he's got a good voice. In terms of how it's going to do at Eurovision, will it qualify? I wouldn't totally dismiss it. However, I wouldn't be putting any money on it qualifying. There's only 5 countries that are not going to qualify, so Switzerland could potentially get over the line. The problem for Switzerland is that the juries are not voting in the semis this year. And I believe last year, if it was just televote, they wouldn't have got through. And it's not the same, but it's similar kind of song. So it's not looking too hopeful for Switzerland. However, if he brings a good performance, good stage, and I think they're going to have dancers, so that'll be interesting. It's not a song that I would have put dancers with, so I'm interested to see what this looks like on stage. It's a good song when it comes up on shuffle when we're listening to the Eurovision playlist. I don't skip it. I quite enjoy it, but I'm not singing it back at any point during the day. That's my thoughts.
So I'm quite on the reverse. I'll just get my biases out there. It is my second favorite of the year, so I do love it. I'm constantly have like the chorus stuck in my head. So hearing everyone saying saying they don't think it's going to qualify has like hurt me a lot. But I think there's been this narrative that he automatically won't qualify because he's singing a ballad, and there's always does seem this tendency in the build up to Eurovision, and it's true in every year, to just completely write off the ballads as something that people just won't appreciate, people won't connect, and more so because it's like 100% televote semi-final, and obviously juries tend to favor the ballads. But I think Watergun really needs to be looked at in the context of the entire semi-final. This is like a very loud and energetic show. There's not a lot of like really intimate moments, particularly in like this sort of half of the semi-final as well. And I feel like it's has the potential to connect with the viewers a lot more than your average ballad would. Like you do have 2 anti-war songs running back to back. The first is Croatia, which is obviously a satirical punk rock song, which is very wild, over the top, energetic. And then when you have go straight into Remo, I think that contrast is really going to work in his favor because yeah, you have a little bit at the end of Latvia early on in the semi-final, but there's nothing really intimate. And I think having a more intimate song with good vocals means I do think he actually is in with a stronger chance of qualifying. I don't think it's going to be top 3 automatic qualifiers, but sort of that comfortable middle. I feel like it's going to probably end up in the semi-final. And also, Switzerland are really good at staging in the last few years, especially with ballads. And when you like compare it to John's Tears, which I know you shouldn't really compare older ones in the same way, but it was staged really well. It connected with the viewers. Yeah, it's not going to win the contest, but I do think it's something that could potentially get top 10 win in the final, because it's going to do incredibly well with the juries. And I do think something that's going to be up there with the jury. So I don't think it's really something to write off. But I personally think it is a comfortable qualifier.